Shalom. Let's give honor and glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. All praises, honor, glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahawah, our Heavenly Father, and His only begotten Son, our King, our Redeemer, our Savior, Yahawashi. Let's give double honors to our head apostles from the great millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, peace to all the brothers out there doing this work in sincerity and in truth. And to you, the elect, the hopeful elect, always start with 144,000, followed by the large multitude. I pray that this quick World War III update find you in perfect peace. Again, it's your brother Malak bringing this quick war update. Because the Lord said we should watch and pray. Things are escalating. Yes, we've said this many times. But yes, this place indeed will be on fire soon. But let's open it up with Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. And confused noise. And garments, you hear that garments rolled in blood. And you go back and look at the ancient times, how wars were fought. Shield, helmet, and the sword, and spears, and machetes, family, and garments roll in blood. That's how the ancient battles were fought. There was no drones. There was no, what is it called? Tanks. No, that's how it was fought. But here, it says here, but this shall be with what? Burning and fuel of fire. That's right. It's going to be fought with missile. Not just any regular missile. It's going to be fought with nuclear missiles. That's where Third World War is heading to. The Third World War, it is the last war before Yahawashi comes. So let's go to the book of Revelation chapter. We've gone here many times before, but we're going to bring it out just so you know that the Lord predicted 3 wars before the end of this kingdom. 3 wars He predicted. The first one, He says here, let's go to the book of Revelation chapter 8, verse 13. It says, and I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, this is the revelation given to what? John, Yahawashi's favorite apostles, in the island of what? Patmos, to tell the children of Israel and also the nation what is coming before His second coming. We need to let the nations know what the Lord is about to do before it happens. That's how the Lord gets His glory. Because He predicts the end from the beginning. It says, I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, woe, woe. Family, that's 3 woes, okay? 3 different woes to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the 3 angels which are yet to sound. That is 3 woes. You go to Google and go to ask Google, how many wars have we had? How many world wars? Let me see. Let me do this. How many world wars have we fought? I just want to bring it up, family. I've gone here many times, but just maybe we may have what? A new listener. We know that the First World War, there have been what? 2 world wars. You hear that? 2 world wars. The angels had what? 3 wars. We know what? There have been 2 world wars so far. So we know that what? 1 more left before the king comes. The First World War was from what? 1914 to 1918. And the Second World War was 1939 to 1945. So family, we are waiting for the last war. That's the war we're waiting for. That's why even you go back here. Let's go here quickly. Let's go here. Revelation chapter. Let's go to Revelation chapter 11 verse, I think it's verse 14 or 13. It says here, verse 14. It says here, Revelation 11:14. So now the angel reminding you. And he says the second war is past, which was what? The last war. Which war? That's right. Adolf Hitler trying to take over the whole world and Russia defeated the Germans. That's right. That's the Second World War. The second war is past. And it says what? Behold, the third war cometh quickly. That is the time that we are about to enter into. That's right. the third war, the last war, which Yahawashi, our king, the Redeemer of Israel, is going to join the party. That is why we are excited. That's right. What is it called? Revelation chapter 12 verse 7 is going to be fulfilled. Michael and his angel fought against the dragon and his army. That is Esau, Edom. These nations, when Yahawashi shows up, they are going to put all their differences aside and face our king. How do you think that's going to end, family? That's right. We are looking forward to that battle. That's right. We are looking forward to that battle. Read the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 13. It tells you what the Lord, our King Yahawashi, did to all these nations. Family, this is the headline news today. Everybody is talking about this. This came from Medvedev, the former president of Russia. Right now, I think he's the head of security. I can't remember which. I think he's a deputy security. He has some big title. I can't remember now. But here, everybody is talking about this. That is the man. That's what the man that you are looking at. He's the former. Actually, what is it? It says Russia's Security Council Deputy Chairman. Sorry, Russia's Security Council Deputy Chairman Dmitry Medvedev. And how Turner broke the news earlier. But let's go there. It says here, Medvedev, we will use special nuclear warheads. We have no choice. Because why? NATO, led by America, is about to join the war in Ukraine. Family, Third World War, it's already started. But family, it's going to get good. You see, it's going to get better. It's going to go all out nuclear. That's how close we are to the second coming of our King, our Redeemer, Yahawashi. Family, hold on. Hold on. The end is here. All our problems, that whatever it is, the Lord is about to take it all away. And we have to endure to the end. And we thank the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, for bringing us here. This is what we are occupied with. This is what's going to occupy our time, no matter what. Because family, salvation is coming. Put the Lord before anything else. All praises, honor, and glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Former President Russia Dmitry Medvedev has once again bluntly told the people of the West, which is, that's right, which is what? Literally, that's right, it is NATO. NATO, I think right now they have over 31 members. That's right, all these countries joining hand in hand to go against Russia. So listen to this very, very carefully. We're going to read the whole thing. Family, it's a very short, what is it called? Article. It says here, former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, has once again bluntly told the people of the West that Russia will use... What the hell is my door? Family, please hold on. Satan, Satan never takes a day off. Please hold on. Sorry about that, family. Sorry about that. It says here, what was that? Let's start from the top. Former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, has once again bluntly told the people of the West, which predominantly, that's right, this message is direct to America, because America is the head of NATO and all their minions. But family, this is the time that we'll be waiting for. You see, we don't want quitters. We want this thing to go full-blown nuclear as soon as possible. Because why? We are waiting for the Redeemer to step in and deliver us. You see here, Yahawah willing. As a former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, has once again bluntly told the people of the West that Russia will use nuclear weapons in war with NATO because we have no choice. Family, this is like music to our ears. In a public posting on social media last night, Medvedev outlined the basic facts. Let's go through it. Sunak, in case you don't know who Sunak is, he's the current Prime Minister of Britain. Scholz, the leader of Germany. Macron, the head of, the president of France. Norwegian, Finnish, Polish, and other NATO bases are harping on. It says, we must be ready for war against Russia. That's what he's saying. It says here, even though Russia has many times underscored that conflict with NATO and European Union member states was not in the plans, the dangerous babbling is still going on. The reasons are obvious. It is necessary to distract voters to justify multi-billion spending on the bothersome Bandera Ukraine. He's right. Indeed, gigantic sums of money are being spent not on solving social tasks, but on war in a dying country, alien to taxpayers, with the population that is scattered across Europe is now terrorizing its people. This is why the heads of these states are emphasizing it on a daily basis. It is imperative to get ready for war against Russia and keep providing aid to Ukraine, which is why it is necessary to produce more tanks, missiles, drones, and other weapons. But not all the European bosses are cynically lying to their citizens. If, God forbid, such a war breaks out, it won't go according to the special military operation scenario. It won't be fought. Pay attention, family. It says it won't be fought in trenches, using artillery, armored vehicles, drones, and electronic warfare, EWs. It says NATO is a huge military bloc. He's not lying. Let's see how many members NATO have right now. NATO members, I think it's 31. Oh, who are the 30 NATO members? That's right, it's 30. But I think Sweden is going to make it 31 or 32. Is it? Yeah. But family, is up there. NATO is an international military alliance consisting of 31 member states. That's right, from Europe and North America. It was established at the signing of the North Atlantic Treaty on April 4, 1949. Let's continue. Family, it's always good to bring some of these things up. Let's continue. It says here, where was I? Please bear with me. NATO is a huge military bloc. The total population of the alliance member state is about 1 billion people. And their combined military budget can get as high as 1.5 trillion. So, because our military capabilities are thus incomparable, we will simply be left with no choice. This is what Russia is saying. They will be left with no choice. It says the response will be asymmetrical. And it says here, to defend our country's territorial integrity, ballistic and cruise missiles carrying special warheads will be put to use. They have what they call the Skyfall. They have ICBM. They have I think it's called Satan II. Family, I think it will reach America in like less than half an hour. It will reach Britain in like 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's right. That's what is coming. This is the war that we are about to enter into, the Third World War. We read in the book of Isaiah 9:5. It's going to be what? Burning of fuel. Barakata Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says here, it is based on our military doctrine. It says here, it is based on our military doctrine, documents, and is well known to all. This is exactly that very apocalypse, the end to everything. This is why Western politicians must be telling the bitter truth to their voters and stop and stop taking them for brainless morons to explain to them what will really happen, and not to play the false mantra of getting ready for war against Russia over and over again. Because we already told you, the Western countries are broke. America is broke. With America is $34 trillion. $34 trillion in debt. That's right. So are the rest of their minions, all the vassal states across Europe. Everybody's broke. So the only thing left now is what? War. And that's how the Lord has set it up. Perfectly. Perfectly. They're going to turn on each other. And yes, this man, Russia is not playing. They're not going to say it if they are not going to do it. They are not like the West. We brag about everything else. No. They meant it. Because that's the spirit that the Lord has put in them. Because it is going to be Russia, according to Bible prophecy, according to what the Lord have written. Our power, he belongs to us. Yahawah doesn't belong to any other nation. Yahawashi belongs to the children of Israel. That's our father. That's why we are not bastards. That's why we have a father. The rest of the nation, that's right. That's why they said they are counted as what? A drop in the bucket. They are insignificant in this movie. This is all about what? That's right. Israel, the children of Israel, the 12th tribe. That's who the world was created for. So the Lord is going to allow these demons to go after each other in the Third World War and destroy each other. And Yahawashi is going to show up along with the angels and put this miserable demons, every single one of them, down, and then establish the kingdom of heaven. And whoever survived, they're all going into slavery. This is the most beautiful story ever written. Whoever survived the Third World War, read my lips. I know you can see my lips. But they are all going into slavery. Nobody's going to be exempt. They have to build back the earth better. That's why we are going to reset under our King, the Redeemer of Israel, Yahawashi. It's going to be a reset for Yahawashi. That's right. Yahawashi is coming. He is bringing the ultimate reset, not what Esau is thinking about. Yahawashi, the King of Kings, is bringing the reset after the Third World War, and that is a lot. That's a winning ticket. You can bet your house on it. It says here, where was that? What was that? There's something. So yeah, everybody is writing about this because why? It's a huge news. And China just unveiled a plan for brain chips to be implanted into skulls to rival Elon Musk's Neuralink by 2025. Yeah, the all demons. China, in Russia, they're all demonic. This society, they're all heathen. But we know that there are Israelites living among them. This is Revelation 13:16. Microchip is coming. It is here already. It's here already. This is how close we are to going home. But here, this man is not playing. But here, I want to read this again. It says here, since our military capabilities are incomparable, we will simply have no choice. The response will be asymmetrical to protect the territorial integrity of our country. Ballistic and cruise missiles with special warheads will be used. This will be the proverbial apocalypse, the end of everything. So even that sent me. It says the end of all things at hand. Let me see if I can get it. And that triggered a precept in my spirit. Let's go there. It says what? It says the end of all things is at hand, right? The end of all things is at hand. Yes. Yeah, 1 Peter 4:7. Let's read it quickly. It says here, but the end of all things at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. For so the elect, we are watching and praying. You see, we are watching and praying. How beautiful is that? But family, I don't want this thing to be long. I just want to bring that quickly. But let's read Peter and we're gonna wrap this up. There's something else I want to get into bed later on. I have a video, but you know what though? Maybe we'll play it. But let's go here quickly. Let's play a few minutes of it. I think Canadian Prepper just dropped this. Alert: NATO F-16 target Russia missile Romania attack plan, Russia schools nuke training, Iran. Let's play maybe 5 minutes or 6 minutes of this. Fair Use Act, Fair Use Act, Fair Use Act, Fair Use Act. I do not own this video. This video belongs to the Canadian prepper. Okay, I'm not making any money off it. I'm just using it for commentary and education and edifying purpose only. Again, I do not own this video. Fair Use Act, Fair Use Act, Fair Use Act. Let's go.
A comprehensive World War III update, all the news in one place. Poland has scrambled 3 F-16s to intercept a missile nearing their border with Ukraine. I've been telling you guys this. I've been warning you for the past week. They're looking for any excuse to create an altercation that is going to give them the justification to move into Western Ukraine. I don't even know if these were Polish F-16s. The fog of war is so thick right now that for all we know, these could have been Ukrainians flying these planes and doing some sort of training mission. Because remember, we're on the brink of seeing these NATO fighter jets enter the fray. The missile fortunately changed trajectory at the last minute and did not enter Poland. But everything that is going on in that region right now, this is crazy that this even happened in the first place. It's crazy that the Russians sent a missile that close. Okay, so I don't know what is actually happening under the cover here, why they would get so close, knowing that Steadfast Defender, the largest NATO exercise in history, or one of, is currently taking place there. Must have been something pretty substantial. And perhaps all this talk about air alerts, and Poland basically saying that all aircraft now have to have their transponders on at all times, and other information we're going to cover today. Something is going on, okay? Now, we got a ton of information to share with you today. Just kick back, put this on your long commute to work, whatever you got to do, because this is going to be a morning upload. We got to talk about the Chinese economy. People are saying it's not doing good, but I'm going to tell you why it's actually doing a lot better than ours. All it means is that our crash is going to be epic. It's going to be cataclysmic, apocalyptic. We got to talk about the Iranian threat Geiger counter meter, a fancy infographic which was created by some institute, funded by some globalists somewhere, founded by Sir David Albright. He was a guy who was a former nuclear weapons inspector, I think, the one that's saying that Iran is a week away from a nuclear weapon. Anyway, we'll talk about it, okay? And then now the Israelis are saying that the Iranians actually gave money to Hamas, and they got these computers out of the Gaza Strip. So, you know, the narrative is being stitched together. If you're wondering what this is, we talked about this last year, but now it's official. The Russians are introducing a curriculum into the curriculum, nuclear war survival skills. Okay, so this is not just a one-day course. This is a semester, a yearly experience that their students are going to go through that's going to teach them everything they need to survive Mad Max. We also got to talk about Russia burning down, which it continues to, and that is all the more reason why the aforementioned global conflict is inevitable. Russian students are going to be receiving nuclear training, how to protect themselves in a potential nuclear war as a part of the national curriculum. This is going to be called Fundamentals of Security and Defense of the Motherland. Think about that. They're reintroducing something that was abolished after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1993. They're bringing it back. They're going to be teaching people the following: how to understand the damaging effects of weapons of mass destruction. Okay, it's going to cover security and defense, basic military training, weapons usage, first aid, self-defense, countering extremist activities. And this is going to be very compatible with the extensive network of cavernous subterranean bunker systems that they have for their entire population. Now, we really have to ask ourselves, what are we learning in our schools? They can't even teach my kids math nowadays. In fact, the teachers are on strike, and my kids are learning more nowadays. While they are training, we are transitioning. And bad joke, okay, I wasn't going to do the joke, it just slipped out, but it is what it is. That's really the situation we are in. We are in no way, shape, or form prepared to endure what they're getting ready to endure. And that is not a slight against people who are swinging in that direction. I could care less what you do, but understand that if you are dependent on any sort of medical intervention, that when the grid stops and when the supply trucks stop rolling, and if you don't have your Jace medical case that full of medication and chronic medications that you need in order to maintain whatever sort of homeostasis that you need to in order to be normal and have a mental equilibrium, then you're going to be in big trouble. There's going to be some nasty withdrawal effects, and I would encourage you to just consider living a natural life, however it is you do it, okay? Now, anyways, this course is going to be starting on September 1st, so it's not starting right away. So I guess we still got a little bit of time, but they're getting ready to prime the population. Recall last year they did the first ever nationwide nuclear exercise, and it came just a day after the Americans did their national test of the emergency alert system. Latvia is following in suit, and they are reintroducing conscription to deter Russia from invading Europe. That'll show them population of 1.7 million people. Probably not going to cause Vladimir Putin to lose any sleep, but the compulsory draft is coming into force. Actually, it came into force in January. So just another NATO country that is preparing for the end of days. As should you or any prudent, astute prepper. F-16s to be used from Romania through Moldova. Now, Moldova, if you didn't know, is a neutral country, so they're not part of NATO. According to Moldovan telegram channels, and I probably should have led with this because this is incredibly important, but Moldovan telegram channels are reporting that President Maya Sandu may allow American F-16 fighter jets transferred to Ukraine to fly over from Romania over Moldova to strike Russian forces. I mean, you got to be insane to allow this, considering that the Russians have a large contingent in Transnistria, as well as some of the largest ammo supply facilities there as well. I'm pretty sure the only reason why Ukraine hasn't went in there is because Russia has probably threatened them on the back channels to wipe Kiev off the map, which we all know they can do. They can do if they wanted to. If you think that they couldn't do some aggressive, indiscriminate, of collateral damage, shock and awe bombing campaign and wipe Kiev off the map, they absolutely could. The fact that they haven't yet means that there's some sort of communication going on, and I'm actually suspicious that maybe this whole Tucker thing is some way of trying to smooth things over a little bit. But I'm not entirely sold on what is going on there. I guess we're going to see what the results are afterwards. Anyways, allegedly, negotiations are underway to station Ukraine's F-16 fighter jets in Romania, which is crazy unto itself because that means that the Russians are going to have to target Romania or Poland. Ukrainian fighter jets will take off from there, fly through Moldova's airspace, strike the Russian armed forces, and then the Russians are just going to let them, fly back. What do you think is going to happen? They're setting the situation up for these fighter jets to be shot down over Moldova. That is the situation that they're setting up. Holy shit. Man, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. We're just days away. I mean, recall that they were supposed to be there. They already are probably there in some way, shape, or form. I'm quite certain that a lot of this gear must be coming through tunnels under Poland or something, because, I mean, how else could they be moving all this equipment without the Russians knowing? Poland has obliged all civilian aircraft to fly with their transponders on. So all civilian aircraft flying over areas of eastern Poland must have their transponders on, according to the press secretary. And the reason why, as I explained yesterday, if you caught yesterday's episode, if you can call it that, is because they are worried about Russian retaliation for the plane that was shot down utilizing NATO radar technology. So it was shot down with a Patriot missile defense system that the Russians are suspecting were partly operated, at least, by NATO operatives who are working inside Ukraine alongside Ukrainians, although they'll never admit to actually pushing the button. And perhaps they didn't. Regardless, the Russians claim to have evidence that they were utilizing a radar that was independent, that only NATO has access to, and for that reason, because they shot down this $500 million plane with a bunch of POWs and the Russian flight crew and who knows else on it, the Poles are actually worried that they are going to be a target, one of their major airfields, logistics hub for transporting weapons to Ukraine. They're concerned that that is going to be the target, which is why all this air alert craziness, but really it's all cover. A lot of people think for the whole steadfast noon mission creep towards intervention in Western Ukraine. Now, analysts suggest that they are practicing for scenarios of war with Russia in the Baltic region around Kaliningrad and the Suwalki corridor. Many people think that if a World War III is going to start, be demarcated officially, I think it's probably going to come from a shoot down of a plane over Moldova or Poland that is trying to make its way into Ukraine to use its missiles to target Russian forces. But I think the second most likely place is going to be the Suwalki corridor, because the Poles are threatening to take it over. They don't refer to it as Kaliningrad.
All right, family, we're going to stop it there. We're going to stop it there, so keep that in mind. Russia know what is coming, and they are ready for it. And yes, they said we are not going to sit back and watch the West, headed by America, to carve out Russia just the same way they carved out Africa, the continent of Africa, and divided it among themselves. Now, they said we are going to burn everything down. Okay, that's what is coming. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Missiles are going to be hitting. Earthquakes are going to be caused as a result of this missile hitting, because it says the day of the Lord is going to be darkness, it's going to be gloominess. Yes, that is what is coming. And it says here, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It says here, the earth also and the works that are in it, the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Everything that you know, especially in America. Yes, all your institutions. Yes, your militaries. What is it called? Your White House, your government buildings. Everything on that soil is going to be turned to ashes. That's what is coming. And wherever the Lord is going to hit, we know America and Israel, those places are going to be reduced to rubble. That's what is coming. It says here, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. It says what? Shall be burnt up. So know what you are investing in. Know what your priorities are. That's right. It says everything is going to be burnt up. What are you investing in? This is the mindset of the elect. That's why our hope is in the Lord. We can't wait. And that time is fast approaching for the Lord to finally put this freaking miserable place down once and for all and establish a righteous kingdom. It's a seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. You notice, It said was seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? That's the conversation that we're having every day with the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, by putting these epistles out. That's why our conversations in the heaven, we care less what is happening around this end. You see? We're just counting the days, waiting for the Lord to level this place here. Get rid of this wicked place that we call home. That's what we are looking forward to. For him to come and establish a righteous kingdom. It says here, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The element, everything that you know associated with this wicked kingdom, the Lord is going to put it down, and it's going to melt. And America, that's right, Babylon the Great, that's right. The virgin daughter of Babylon is going to be the Medes, the Russia that's going to take down Babylon the Great. And that time is fast approaching. Family, are you listening? That time is fast approaching. Tawada Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, 1044. It says, nevertheless, we, who are the hopeful elect. That's why we are the only one looking and watching and praying, waiting for the Lord to level this place. Not the 2/3. And those that are against this gospel, they pretend they love the Lord. But that's what the Lord knows your heart. It said, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens. That's right. That's the elect. This is our hope. This is our hope. We are prisoners of hope. We are prisoners of hope. That's why the Lord gave us the faith to hope. Because only the faithful are going to endure till the end. Brakata Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for that. It says here, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, the new heaven. That's right. The new earth, where dwelleth righteousness, the new bodies, the law, statutes, and commandments be in our heart. You see, having finally a real family. He said, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what we are looking forward to. So when we come across these articles, that's right. Everything is about to be wide open, and we can't wait because America is broke. The nation, the West is broke. Everybody's broke. The only thing left is what? War. They know that Russia, Putin said it himself. Tucker Carlson just interviewed him. I saw the transcript earlier yesterday. And one of the things that he says Russia has over $80 trillion dollars in resources that they haven't tapped into yet. And guess who's going after it? That's why the West won, because they are broke. They want to carve up what is it called, Russia, the same way they divided Africa, the continent of Africa, among themselves. They colonized Africa. They want to do the same thing to Russia, but this time it's going to fail miserably, because this is the end of the kingdom. This is it. This is the beginning of the end, and that's what you are witnessing right now. Yahawashi is going to step in the middle of the Third World War and put everybody down and establish his kingdom. Beloved, I will leave it there. I hope you were edified. I hope you got something out of it. I just want to bring this thing out quickly. And that's what we're supposed to do. Continue to comfort you through this holy scriptures and these articles. The king is coming. Yahawashi is coming. Nobody is going to stop it. Nobody is going to stop prophecy. Nobody's going to come and sit around the table and say, okay, listen, let's get rid of all our nuclear missiles. No, you're going to do exactly what the Lord is asking you to do. You're going to fight, because he's going to show you that you are just a character in this movie. He gave you a script and you are playing your role in this movie. All praises, honor, and glory to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Shalom, beloved.